Good evening. I wish to begin by acknowledging the deep sadness that Doddridge County Schools feels in the recent tragedy and the loss of one of our students. We were shocked by the news, and our thoughts and prayers and love go out to their family. I also wish to acknowledge the support that the community has provided. It is important that we remember to continue to give this support in the coming months. Finally, I want to personally thank our entire staff and the volunteer crisis counselors for their support of our students as they grieve the loss of a classmate. The condition of any school system relies upon its tax base, its Board of Education, its community support, the proficiency of its employees, and the climate of its student body. If a school has these supports, it will be successful. Doddridge County Schools has these supports in place and will continue to graduate successful students. This past year, we have advanced a policy of moving our resources from the board office into the schools. By having coordinators placed in the schools, we have those persons best able to handle issues as they arise. Coordinators will be able to communicate directly with those persons who rely upon their expertise. The curriculum coordinator will be situated with the teachers. The technology coordinator will be located where the problems arise. These resources will be directly implemented where they are most needed. By decreasing the number of directors and the number of positions at the board office, we have listened and responded to our community's concerns. Our board office has been reduced by 9 employees for the 2017-2018 academic year. Our schools are safer now than they've ever been. In this past year, we've looked at each school and determined how to make it safer. We have implemented safety reporting requirements throughout the district. We've added a safety lane at the middle school to protect our students as they are dropped off and picked up. We have made safety improvements at the pre-K building. We have added a security entrance at the board office, and we are beginning work on a safe schools entrance at the elementary school. These improvements for safety are long-term solutions to a problem we seek to avoid every day. In cooperation with the Doddridge County Commission, we have a PRO at the elementary school. He has completed the State Police Academy training and is back at the school. We now have PROs in all 3 of our campuses. We also hired a county mental health specialist, which brings a clinical specialist to those students most in need of mental health intervention. We continue to improve our facilities to make them the best in West Virginia. The auxiliary gym, classrooms, and weight facility is now open at the high school. This will permit 2 simultaneous practices to be conducted after school. This will permit students who are in winter sports to ride the activity bus and get home at a more reasonable hour. It also means that our facilities will be able to be better utilized by the community. The taxpayers of Doddridge County will be able to use the facilities more often. Over the last year, we have also increased our food services to our students. Studies show that hunger and malnutrition greatly affect the ability of our students' learning. We have continued our breakfast and lunch programs and have increased our breakfast after first block and after school feeding programs. This summer, we will participate in Federal Summer Feeding Program and a new program called Read and Feed. We have taken the seats out of a school bus and will use it as a mobile feeding site throughout the county. We'll be going to Greenwood, West Union, Center Point, Salem Long Run areas to provide 1 meal a day to our students in those communities. Our goal is to provide nutritious meals to our students so that when they return in the fall, they are ready to learn. We've also begun the process of a farm to school initiative, whereby food grown in the greenhouses at the high school and middle school will be utilized within our schools. This year saw the first and only use of the A to F grading scale by the Department of Education. It validated what we already knew. The students graduating from Doddridge County receive an excellent education. Our high school was one of only 4 single A high schools across the state to receive this highest honor. This demonstrates what our students, teachers, administrators, and support staff can do when they work together. We should be rightfully proud of this achievement. We seek to make sure that every student can achieve where their talents take them. We now pay the advanced placement test if students are college bound. We provide workplace simulation for students who wish to experience the work environment and obtain experience while still in school. We have begun planning for a Pro-Start kitchen at the high school, which provide professional restaurant equipment for our students. We have also joined with the Robert C. Byrd National Aerospace Education Center approved aviation maintenance technician training program to provide instructional credit for our students. Students completing the training program stand a very good chance of landing a job at the North Central West Virginia Airport at Bridgeport upon completion. We have also sought to extend our ability to communicate necessary information to our students, parents, and the community. We rolled out the Doddridge County app for Apple and Android. We can push out notifications, schedules, and reminders with the apps. We now use Board Docs, which not only streamlines the process of getting documents to our Board of Education members, but also provides the community with a portal to view this body's work. We have updated the Doddridge County webpage. It is now better organized and provides easy access to school information, forms, and employee information. We have started using a new telephone system that will permit each classroom to have ready communication throughout the school system. Emergency numbers will be pre-programmed directly to the Prevention Resource Officer in the building. The new system will also permit parents to call their children's teachers during the teacher's planning period. My monthly newsletter goes out by the newspaper and by social media. It informs the community of our educational efforts. We have increased our presence on local TV. We have had numerous positive television pieces on the New Edition, the PRO program, and the Farm to School program, to name a few. This year saw our first ever high school show choir. The very talented students performed well in competition. We again shared our students in the high school auditorium for the Mountaineer Creative Arts Council's Children's Theater. Every year they produce an amazing play that brings the community together. The Doddridge County Band of Pride received a superior rating of a 1 at the Regional Band Festival competition back in April. This is very difficult to accomplish, and they should be commended on this achievement. This year I've also implemented a student advisory council at the high school. I meet with them once a month to gauge the climate of the school. They're a sounding board for what is going on not only at the high school, but also throughout the community. These kids know what is going on and speak honestly about what it means to be a young adult in Doddridge County. I have also formed a community council to provide feedback and advice from the citizens of Doddridge County. And finally, we will soon be beginning our new athletic facility at the high school. This new project will provide a football field, an 8-lane track, and a baseball field. This one facility accomplishes a lot of our goals. Mainly, it will provide a wonderful extracurricular facility for our students. They deserve this opportunity to compete in a first-class facility. It also greatly enhances our student and community safety. Route 50 will see a large increase in truck traffic as the Antero wastewater facility comes online. With this new facility, we'll be reducing the number of students driving on Route 50 after school. It will also provide parking at the high school. No longer will cars park on Route 18 and have pedestrian traffic on the roadway. I now want to share some academic data. First, from Doddridge County Elementary School. They saw an average A honor roll of 132 students, with 31 of those students earning a 4.0. Benchmark testing saw reading and math percentile growth over 30%. This is excellent. Doddridge County Middle School saw an average of 116 students make the A honor roll. In benchmark testing at the middle school, 78% of students saw increased reading scores and 79% of students saw increased math scores. Doddridge County High School's A honor roll was 109 students, with 24 students receiving high point awards. The class of 2017 received a total of 84 scholarships valued at $494,000, with 19 Promise Scholarship winners, which was an increase of 5 from last year. Doddridge County High School was also named a Bronze Award winner as one of the top 30% high schools in the nation by the U.S. News and World Report. In conclusion, the 2016-17 school year has been successful. But throughout, the accomplishments of our students, teachers, and the board have been on display. Our overall theme this year is summed up in our new mission statement. Now is the time, united to make a difference. The staff moves and hires, the facility upgrades, the attention to our schools. All of this has been done to unify our school system so that we are all pulling in the same direction. A student-focused team approach. My emphasis has been on loving the students, to encourage them to strive for success and achieve their goals. I think we've made great strides this year to putting a plan in place where students can flourish. And when they look back at their educational experience, be able to say that the adults in their world cared for them and sought to bring out the best in them. Thank you, and have a great evening.